Hello, family. How you guys doing today? So it's another day. It's the weekend. I just did weekend review video on the dividend passport, bro. And I was like, you know what? I haven't made a video on here, so I need to do another video. Um, and it's been an amazing a day so far. I came down. I came back to Atlanta for my niece wedding, cousin wedding. Um, and I'm not gonna make this too long, but on the dividend passport, bro, right? This is the thumbnail for the video I just created today, uh, Saturday, October 11. And we generated this week $6,672.04 in the portfolio. Okay, so we're just 2 weeks into the month. We have already generated $13,000 this month so far alone. And I'm in a great mood, okay? And the reason why, I've made a lot of changes to my portfolio this month, right? In the past couple weeks, I've made a lot of changes to my portfolio. One thing that just hit me, right? I probably need to go back and do. I'll do that later on. Let me share this with you guys. This is what I've sold out of my portfolio this month. Okay, you guys can see this. Okay, I've sold this out of my portfolio this month. Let me make this a little smaller. Okay, I've sold this out of my portfolio this month, and man, I feel better, right? And as you can see, I need to add the sold date. So there's a date. I need to add that right here. So I'll come back and put in this information. This one right here, I sold yesterday. So that'll be 10, 2025. I sold this one yesterday. Okay. ULTY. What's that? ULTY I sold last week, I believe, or this week. And then TSLY I sold. So you can see the value of this thing, right? The money I invested into this stuff and the value when I sold. So pretty much most of these guys I lost money pretty much, except for I think like ULTY, NVDY I didn't lose money. PLTY I haven't sold that yet, but right now with the markets down, I don't know. Coney, this haven't been updated yet, so I'm down more from yesterday because the market took a big dump. So I might have to hold that maybe another week or so, a little bit longer to see if I give it another week to see if it'll bring back some of the money that we lost yesterday, right? But I sold pretty much all of this stuff and put that money into WPAY and BLOX. Those are the two things that I bought. Okay. Let's say. Okay. A lot of people be like, but Edwin, you need to give us the whatever. Now, this is nothing perfect right now. Okay. It's nothing perfect. But as you can see, it started in June and it's only been going up. So it's only been going up. And I know it's a little, it go down, go up, but it's only been going up. So this is something I think is going to be all right in 4 months. It's going to be okay. So this is where I'm at right now. So I put some money into this and WPAY. Okay. Now I'm not telling you to go buy this. All right. I'm not telling you say, oh, go and buy this stuff. This is just where I'm putting my money. So of course you can see this thing started way down here, 50, it went up, right? And then $55, almost $56. And then, of course, Friday happened, and then it's at $52. So this is where I got my money right now. Okay, this is where I got my money. What does this thing keep doing that? So this is where I got my money right now. So you do what works for you, and I do what works for me. All right, and I just wanted to share that with you guys that no matter what happened, right, you have to pay attention to your funds, because if you don't pay attention to your funds, you're gonna lose your money, right? And sometimes I tell you, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna sell, I'm gonna buy, I'm gonna get rid of this thing, and it takes a little longer because you got this little hope that it might recover, right? And when I used back in the day when I used to day trade, I didn't have this much money now, right? If I buy something, and if it's back then I was buying penny stocks, okay, because I didn't have money, so I was buying penny stocks, and if it dropped a few pennies, right, during the day, I would just sell it. When it started to go down, I would sell, cut my losses, and it's the same thing I need to start doing with my portfolio. When it starts to go left, I'm a dividend investor. I'm not a day trader. So I'm investing a lot of money into my portfolio. So it started to go left, right? Then it's time to cut your losses and move to the next thing, and see how well that's going to produce and bring in money into the portfolio. Okay, pretty much that's what we need to start doing. So right now, this is my 3 main portfolio, and you can see so far invested 355 into this portfolio. We down 1%, right? And from yesterday, we down 5.27%. This is from yesterday. Okay, so that's all a lot of money. And most of that loss is coming out of this portfolio that I call my big boy portfolio. And I mean, even though we're down, we're still in a positive a few $1,000s, which is good. Okay. Now I sold a lot of things out of the portfolio, and after selling, of course, getting rid of margins, not all of it. So I still have some margin, getting rid of margins, cutting down what I own and all that good stuff. I think we're in a good place. And probably by the time I sell Coney and PLTY, I might have anywhere from 5 to 10% margin, and that'll be it. So, and at that point, I've been thinking like maybe I just close down the margin 100%, or just do it for the next 30 days. Because I think the way Fidelity works, you can use the funds after you sell for 30 days, and funds have to settle. So I might just wait for the next 30 days and just collect my distributions, because most of the distributions now coming to the portfolio, it's coming in as cash. It's not coming in as margins, right? It's not coming in as marginable cash, right? Distributions are coming in at regular cash, like money that I own. So of course, paying down, that would increase my margin buying power, which is okay, but I'm not using the funds as margin buying. And I can say, you know what, I'm going to sell, call them and say, look, okay, I got 20, 30 grand in my account. My margin balance is $10,000. I want to pay off the margin and remove margin from my account, because I can do it, but then they might sell some stuff, right? Because these guys I have to do. So if I talk to somebody on the phone, I'm like, I don't want to sell nothing. I just want to take the money from the balance that I have and close my margin account and do it that way. And I think I might do that because I've been talking about it. And I think I might just go ahead and remove the margins, and then maybe later on add it back. And then once I add it back, I'll still go back and get that, what you call it, interest drop. But if I remove that, then I don't have no restrictions on my account. So all the money in my account will be in my funds. Um, and I think that's a good thing. For me, I think that's a good thing. As I build back my portfolio, um, and that would also remove the stress because that means I don't owe the bookie. You know what I'm saying? I don't owe the bookie that's gonna come break my legs and take all my money. When the market go down, margin call stuff is gone. I don't have to worry about none of those things, right? All of the money that come into my portfolio is my money. I don't have to pay 6% on, you know, which is not a lot. It's not really a lot, right? I don't have to pay that um, for now. And then if I say add it back to my portfolio at some point, I understand how margin works now, right? I understand how margin works, and I can just use it to the best of my ability, and I can say, you know what? Okay, I got this 300K portfolio, right? I can take all of the money and put it into something that I know for sure is going to be covered, and put it in there, hold it for a couple of days or a week or whatever, and then sell all of it out, right? And I wait 30 days or whatever, right? So if let's say if I got $250,000, $300,000 and I get margins, that means maybe I get $500,000 in marginable cash or $700,000 in marginable cash. So I take that whole 700K and put it into something. Now it's very very risky, right? It's very very risky. But I put that whole 700K into whatever I think is gonna do something good, right? And then maybe I collect 20 grand or 30 grand or more in distributions for that week, and then I sell everything, right? I sell everything or a week or 2 weeks or whatever, and then I sell everything and pay the distributions back or the dividend, the margin back. It's risky, but this way, let's say I get all of my, let's say if I'm trying to make 60 grand a month, or in a month's time, I'm getting all of my 60 grand in maybe in one sweep, like, and the risk part is gone, and I can just chill. Okay, guys. Now, like I said, I'm not telling you guys to do this. There is a guy. He is so funny. Okay, I started watching him because he was funny. His name is Oracle. Okay, I just say his name make me laugh. He says the craziest thing, but he's a funny guy, but he's a very smart guy. This is part of his strategy. He pretty much the one who created this strategy. Just like I have my take from the rich, give it to the poor strategy, like invest in this stream high yield and put your money into lower yield stuff. He came out with this stuff and he called it core compounding. Okay. So Oracle, if you're listening, I'm giving you your props. This is something I'm going to start trying. I did that some time back, and I was like, you know what? I don't know if that's gonna work for me, but it is a really cool strategy. Where you buy some stuff, you put in 100 grand. Um, like it can't be 100, it can be 10,000, whatever, which is your core number. That's the core part, the core number, right? Just like I have core positions, you get whatever position you want to use, and you put a 10 grand, 20 grand, whatever. That's your code number. And then once you get five, $3,000 or $4,000 above that number, you sell down the positions, right? And you still collecting the same amount. You still have that core number. You have 5 grand. Plus, you're still getting distributions. Okay, so in essence, that's it. That's the simple way it goes. But other than that, right, being that a brilliant strategy, his sense of humor, it is funny. He's a funny guy. Okay, he's a serious guy, but he's funny. And so I just want to give the Oracle his props because that's his strategy, and we'll see how they're gonna work at some point for a little guy like me. Okay, I don't have Oracle money. He's got plenty of money, but we're gonna try that strategy a little bit on a few different things and see how it works. Okay, guys. So if you want to know who Oracle is, just do a search on YouTube for the Oracle. He's the GOAT. Okay, in Africa, Liberia, where I'm from, they said Billy Goat. He's the goat. All right. So you guys need to check out the Oracle. Okay. Let me see if I can find his channel. Hold on 1 second. Okay. So this is his channel right here, Oracle ETFs, and you can see this is his channel. Hey, I think he got another one. I can think of the name of it, but this is his channel. I kind of stumbled onto this guy because he was making fun of Kumar. I think his name was Kumar, another a guy who used to do invest in ULTY, and he used to make fun of him. That's how I stumbled onto his stuff, right? You call him the clown bully or something like that. Funny guy. He's funny, but I mean, it's always funny when somebody making jokes about somebody else. It's not funny when they're making jokes about you. So, but for me, if it's funny, it's funny, right? Take it whatever you want to. All right, guys. But I just want to share that 2 bit. So you can look him up, learn more about his strategy. Like I say, he's a smart guy. Some people just do stuff, but he's a smart guy. So check out his channel. And here on Retiring Room, I'm new to this stuff. 5 years in, investing. I got a small little crypto portfolio. I got my growth portfolio. I started as a growth investor, right? When I decided I didn't want to do no day trading. I started as a growth investor. I was like, oh, that 4% rule, how much money do I need to invest to get to that? And then subtract 4% and live on that. That was my thing until I stumbled onto dividend investing, and that changed my life. To where if I wanted to retire tomorrow, I could retire. You know, Thanks to dividend investing, catapult my way to becoming a millionaire. I have properties in Colombia, properties in DR that I sold. Now I just properties in Colombia, properties in West Africa, properties in Atlanta, Georgia, where I live. So back and forth. But this is not to brag. It's just a lot of things I've done because I've invested in real estate many years and lost my shirt back in when the market crashed. Lost a lot of properties. So I've lost stuff. So we all go through our losses and wins and losses. But what keep you and separates you from the rest of the people out there is to continue doing what you're doing. You don't quit, right? You continue to go through everything. You continue, no matter what, right? You continue to do it, right? So when market goes down, right? People, market go down because people are selling. And I never, until this point, I cannot understand that, right? Because I would sell because my positions, it's got erosion in it or whatever. That's the reason I sell, right? Other than that, I don't have no reason to sell. If my principal amount is not eroding, even I wouldn't sell. But at some point, you have to cut your losses and go to the next product. Okay, but people sell when the market go down, and these people that got more experience than me, but they sell when the market when the market start to go down. Trump says something, people start to sell. More tariffs, people start to sell. I can't get. I don't get. I don't get it at all. You know, but it is what it is. One of the guys on my other channel, the Dividend Passport Bro channel, he said, "Anyway, ULTY is going to weeklies. Then you feel bad that you sold your stuff." No, I don't feel bad that I sold. I I've lost a lot of money. Okay, I didn't total this up, but look at this right here. Okay, this is 50 grand right there. 50 grand. That's 100. That's one. You know what? Fuck it. Excuse me, guys. You see, this is what I have. I be cursing sometimes. Where's my damn calculator? So we can say We ain't calculate this stuff. Let me move my mug over here. Okay. All right. So this is it right here. It could be a couple of dollars in difference. Come on, load up. So $54,889.26 plus 37,247.39 plus 26,498.24. Right? Am I doing it twice? No. Why do I feel like I'm doing it twice? Oh, guys, come on. You know what? Let's start from the bottom. 7,637.55 $6,987.50, $20,134.55, 26,498.24. Okay. $37,247.39. 54,889.26. So 153,394.49. Right? And this is not counting, because I haven't sold these yet. So their amount's going to be different when I sell these. So they're going to be over, if I was selling now, it'd be over 160 something $1,000 loss. Okay. So, and I've invested in a lot of the YieldMax products, not just, maybe one or two. I've had 2 or 3 in each week, right? ABC, right? And so if I lost other money, right, I got distributions here. Some of them cover for some of the losses, so I didn't really lose nothing in some of the weeks, in some of those things, right? I was saying earlier. But if you look at all of those funds that I lost money in, $100,000. So you think if the ULTY is still, I saw out of ULTY. I mean, I was in ULTY when I was in the 20s, right? And I reinvest the money, bring it down, right? To what, you know what? I think at some point when I sold, I was in at $8 or something at that point. And I had this one idiot that would tell me, "Oh, Edwin, you just need to sell and then rebuy low." I'm like, okay, so I'm still losing the money. So but this guy, for some reason, he didn't get it that, because if you buy it at $20 and sell it at $10, now you got it at $10. You're still losing $10 per share. Anyway, guys, this is a retirement channel. Okay, I retire and roam on this channel, so I've got to keep it nice. Invest in your future, so you can be like the rest of the guys out there who's not doing what they need to do to get to where they need to get. I hear begging for money, living on the street. Okay, if something would happen today, guess what? I can sell my houses here, go to Colombia and chill, live my best life, live with my kids there, live my best life. Okay, I'm planning to go to Spain the end of this year, maybe buy another property out there. I can go out there and chill, because the cost of living is pretty much similar to Colombia. Okay, guys? So do what you want to do. I told my cousin, I said, I live like a poor rich man. He said, "What you mean by that?" I said, "I live like a rich man, but on the poor levels, on a little lower scale." So guys, it's funny, but it's for real. prepare yourself now. If you're young and you got 10 years, 20 years, you're in better shape than me. All of the, well, not all of this stuff. Apart from my portfolio, right? This not my real estate portfolio, but my dividend investing portfolio, my growth portfolio, all of this stuff, right? I've done this in 5 years, not 20 years. I've done this in 5 years. So in the next 5 years, I expect my portfolio to double, if not quadruple, right? I'm trying to get that stock made, become a stock millionaire portfolio, not a real estate portfolio millionaire, but a stock dividend millionaire. Okay, guys. So I got family in the house. Somebody gonna probably come knocking on my door in a minute. So let me go ahead in this video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have an amazing day. I don't know if I'm gonna post this video today, but it's gonna be posted sometime soon. So I love you guys. Stay blessed, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.